my name is Shikha, and today I wanted to speak to you guys about deliberate action and faith. And now I know faith, I mean, it has negative connotations. A lot of people think of it as a religious term, but I mean, you can think of it as belief in yourself, belief in the universe. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not necessarily talking about anything religious. So what I wanted to talk to you about today is, the fact that when you first want to go on a new venture, you kind of wait for a sign from the universe. You're like, I'm not gonna take the first step until I get a sign from the universe. And it's normal. I mean, we're afraid. We don't want to take the first step. We want someone to kind of corroborate our stories and be like, okay, yes, now you can go ahead and take that step because you're gonna be successful. We don't know what's gonna happen in the future, and we're afraid, so we wait for something. Something we don't know exactly what, but we know when we'll see it, right? The funny thing is that, and this is so interesting, but life is actually just upside down, and that's how it always is. It's that the next step that you're supposed to take, that first step or whatever it might be, will not appear until you take the first step yourself. And I know it's very counterintuitive. It's kind of like this analogy that a friend kind of gave to me yesterday, where if you're walking into an abyss, or walking off a cliff, if you take the next step, that is when the steps appear in front of you. If you don't take the first step, the steps never appear. So you're supposed to keep on walking and believe and have faith that the next step is going to appear, and it's going to keep on appearing the more you keep on moving forward. Such powerful analogy, right? Such imagery. I mean, I think of it and I can instantaneously see it in my mind. So I wanted to share it with you guys. So this is the same thing when you do anything related to a new entrepreneur or new enterprise, is that you have to keep on taking the first step. And the first step might be anything, incorporating your business even though you don't know what you can be selling, starting a website or like building a new website even though you have no idea what you can be doing with it. Telling everyone about it, telling everyone, you know what, I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to start my own online business, or I'm going to do this, or I'm starting a new business, etc. Just kind of getting all that out there, taking that first faithful step, that first belief in the universe that I'm going to take the step, and I know, universe, I know that you're going to take it, I know you're going to give me the next step. The universe always provides, it always provides. So you just have to kind of believe and let go, and it'll happen. And for those of you who are a little bit more scientific, they've actually done studies on this. It's called the theory of deliberate and emerging strategy. You can look it up. And they actually questioned entrepreneurs, and then entrepreneurs said that what they always started off with, their deliberate strategy, was never what they ended up actually doing in the final stages, which actually made the money, the emerging strategy. So you see, they always started off with something. They started off maybe renting their home to someone, like Airbnb started, and then it kind of evolved into this sharing concept where everyone rents their home out to everyone else, the emerging strategy, right? So what you start off with is never going to be the end product. It's always going to be changing. You're always going to be changing. The universe is changing. The world is changing. Technology is changing. So don't put so much pressure on yourself. Don't get so stuck in fear mode and so afraid of, I don't know what I'm doing. What is supposed to be my first step? Just take any step, any step. Just take that first step, and whatever it might be, you'll take that first step. You'll kind of meet some people. They'll bring something to you. You'll start something up with them, or you'll get an idea from them. You'll start that up. You'll meet some other people. They'll bring something new to the table. You'll start something with them. It'll just be a constant, changing kind of flow where you just kind of, things come to you and you keep on moving forward, and more things come to you and you move a little bit forward, and more things come to you. So it's just going to be like a symphony, and it's just going to go on and on beautifully, and you're just going to be in the middle of it, and it's just going to be awesome. So I hope this kind of helped you. I know it's a really counterintuitive process, because I know it is for me as well. I don't want to take the first step until I know what the end goal is going to be. I mean, I am a type A personality. I want to know exactly, I have goals, I have to-do lists, I want to know exactly what's going on, I want to know the end product, and I'm not taking another step until it happens, right? Well, you have to take the faithful step, and that's what everyone has to do. They just have to take the faithful step and just start. I mean, when I first started this video blog, not to perpetuate the story, but I didn't know what I was gonna do with it. I just knew that I have a message and I have something to say, and I wanted to say it, and so I started. And I've just gotten such great feedback on it, and I'm just so grateful to all of you guys who are listening. But really, I started with no idea what I was going to do with it. But the more I do it, the more I get, a solid idea of what I want to do, and I get people in my life that can be helping me, and it's just so beautiful, So the universe is going to help you. Just take that first step into the abyss. Just step forward, believe in your heart that the next step will appear. The steps will just keep on appearing for you. You just have nothing to worry about. Just take that first step. Please go on and do it, and I promise you, you will get there. And if you have any questions, if you want any support, if you want to talk to someone, I'm always here. My name is Shikha, and I'm signing off now, but I hope to hear from you guys. Thank you so much.